Year 9 just began, and we are coming off an opening night win against the Houston Rockets, 123-112. And my thoughts on this game can be summed up like this. It's a pretty good indication through one game, obviously, that maybe this team is going to be all right if a star player like Anderson has an off day, because he only scored 11 points in this game, 4 for 12 shooting. Not his best day, probably his worst opening night of his entire career, I would have to imagine. I can't picture anything worse than this that I've seen him do on opening night, but I think it's a pretty good indication that maybe this team is built to, overcome star players not having their best days, because 123 without him having a good day is a really positive thing. And Keon Murphy also played well. Again, it's one game, so we'll see how these next couple of games, these next couple of weeks go. I think I do want to watch one more home game just to get through a bit more of the year. So we're probably going to watch this game down here on the 13th of November at home against the Kings to face them and Sylvester McNeil, who's one of the top young players in the entire league. So without further ado, after opening night, let's sim ahead and see how we do this next, 3 to 4 weeks of the season. All right, so we have simmed through the next chunk of games. And we start off with a couple of wins, a couple of losses, but we are now 8-3 through the first 11 games of the year, with game number 12 coming up in a moment. So our second game, the day right after opening night, was against the preseason favorites, Phoenix Suns, and we take them down by 1 on our home court. Halliburton with 23 and 8, Wellington drops 21 off the bench, Carney with 18. Anderson once again held to around 15 points in his first 2 games, another fairly poor shooting day for him. Bobo had 12, and pretty much everybody who played except for Meyer and Vanderbilt scored. Meyer was 0 for 4, but had 7 rebounds somehow as a guard. It's pretty impressive. Keon Murphy in his second game, 4 and 7, and 2 for 3 from the field with 2 blocks, as well the most on the team in this game. The Suns got 23, 9, and 7 for Thomas Copeland, 18 for Booker. And it looks like Austin Hollins, the second overall pick, dropped only 11 points and was 3 for 11 in this one. Then we took down the 2 and 8 Grizzlies at home by 14 points, and Anderson does get back on track here, 10 for 17 from the field. Bobo shot pretty well. Halliburton did too and had a pretty good overall day. Carney and Wellington dropped 12 off the bench, Payne with 9 and 14. Graves had 7 on 3 total shot attempts. If we can get 12 and 12 from Carney and Wellington, both of them off the bench, and have some other guys like Meyer and Murphy chip it, I think that's a pretty good job by the bench unit. The Grizzlies had 25 from Trey Mann, 15 from Tyrone Murphy, but DeJounte Murray held up 12. Will Hollins had 9 off the bench. And then we had our first loss, and it's a game, and once again, where Anderson has less than 20 points, so 3 out of the first 4 games, he really hasn't found his offensive rhythm. Bobo dropped 16 as well. Wellington 15 off the bench. Halliburton only 14 in this one. So both of our main stars not up to snuff here on the offensive end. Payne had a pretty good day. Carney was he didn't shoot that well off the bench. He had 5 fouls too in only 21 minutes. That's pretty bad. And a couple of guys just did not hit their shots, and that's why we lost this game. Only 98 points, and we once again had a very poor fourth quarter. Scotty Barnes, 27 and 10. Cody Nelson with 21, 8 and 9. They had 4 guys drop 20 plus. That's not good. We took down the Grizzlies once again, but again get outscored in that fourth quarter. Hollins, we outscored them in the fourth quarter by only 2 though. 21 for Hollins against his former team, 20 for Tyrone Murphy. The Woodsmen get 27 for Anderson, although still not shooting very well from beyond the arc. Payne had a good day and shot well. Halliburton 18, 6, 9. Carney is having a fairly strong start off the bench, definitely doing what I want him to be doing off the bench scoring-wise. Hans Meyer 1 for 10. I want to see more from him through these first couple of games for sure. Hasn't really shot that well and hasn't taken a whole lot of shots either. But a poor shooting day from 3, but we still come out on top by only 3. Next game up, we take down the struggling OKC Thunder, who are several games below 500 to start the season. We had a really strong second half. Halliburton and Carney both dropped 27. Anderson with 20. Todd Graves 12. Meyer had 7 and shot pretty well. Payne had 18 rebounds and 5 steals with 3 blocks. Bobo had 3 as well. So nice defense being shown out here. But a couple of guys didn't shoot very well, but that's going to happen every couple of games. Holmgren 21 and 14, while Butler and Blackwell dropped 15 off the bench. Then we lost to the Denver Nuggets. We got blown out by them by 29 points, and they are 10-1 to start the year. We are second in the conference. They are first. So we are one of their 10 wins, and we really got just destroyed on each and every quarter. The third quarter was fairly close, but by that point we were already down by almost 20 points at that point. So they controlled the pace of this game, and they really just put us in the dirt. 41-9 for LaMelo, 22-8-7 for Jokic. Duarte had 16. The Woodsman had 28 for Anderson, 18 for Carney, who's really having a really great start to his season. 12-12 for Payne, 12 for Wellington, Halliburton 11-6. So, still win a bit more. The scoring is not there for a lot of players this time around. And Keanu Murphy has not had a similar day as to opening night since opening night. So, might have to give Clint Black a shot here this next month or so after we check these box scores. Against the Kings, our first matchup against them this year, one of 3 matchups. McNeil drops 27, leading the Kings to a 6-point win. Johnny Davis had 15 points. Williams 14, a couple of guys in double figures here. The Woodsmen got 28 for Anderson, 14, 6, and 8 for Halliburton, 14 and 11 for Don Payne. Bobo and Myers score in double figures, but this time Carney shoots poorly. Graves really has not done a whole lot on the offensive end, and that is kind of a glaring trend I'm recognizing so far. We face the Kings again, who at this point are only 4-7 on the year, and this time we do beat them by 5 this time around. So 2 close games, similar scores, but this time it's us who takes it. 33-10, his best day of the year for Tyrese Halliburton. Anderson also plays very well. Don Payne does too. Wellington with 11 off the bench. Bobo provides 10 points as a starter, although on poor shooting. Carney shot poorly. Meyer and Graves also shot poorly, but we do come out on top thanks to our star players finally having a good game at the same time. Davis had 20 for the Kings, and McNeil had 15 along with Noel. We notch our second straight win, this time against the Pistons, thanks to a very strong second and third quarters that led us to the win. A poor fourth quarter, but we do win by 29 points. Maybe it was, 29 points. Levine drops 21 for the Pistons. Steph Curry II had 12 and 11. But the Woodsmen got 32 for Anderson, 19 and 10 for Halliburton. Both guys once again playing well. Wellington has had a pretty good year off the bench, I'd say too. Bobo, 13 points, 14 boards. Really just controlling the glass more so than Payne did. Carney had 12. Graves still pretty much scoring like below 10 points a game at this point. And our most recent game was a win against the Pacers. Anderson and Carney dropped 20 plus. So Carney gets back on track. Halliburton 15, Wellington 13, Payne 10 and 18. The Pacers, meanwhile, had John Morant drop a triple-double with 27, 13, and 12, and Keegan Murray dropping 25. And by the way, Bobo shot 2 for 13 in this one. Jesus. So through 11 games with Game 12 coming up, we are 6-1 at home, 2-2 on the road. The offense is definitely not where I want it to be with the points per game. I want that to be way higher in terms of like 115, 114 points per game. I think that's a pretty good average. We're shooting fairly well though as a team. From 3, it definitely could be higher. The assists are also pretty low. Rebounds are pretty good though. But the Lakers are right behind us. We actually are ahead of the Spurs right now by half a game because they played 1 less game than we have. Definitely not a bad start at all, and team chemistry is still getting better, only at 66% right now. And if we win some more games, that should get up to 100 after these next couple of weeks. But we have a game against the Kings. They're currently 4-7. Let's see what they're all about. The focal point of the Kings is this guy right here, Sylvester McNeil. 6'7", 20 years old, already got 25 batted, is an all-around threat, 87 overall. Averaging so far through 11 games, 23 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, 1.5 steals. Shooting just below 50% from the field, and 45 from 3. He's a sniper out there, so we got to be careful leaving him open from beyond the arc. Johnny Davis with 15 and 5 on the year, shooting 44%, pretty decent. And he's also a really good three-point shooter. Şengün is definitely not playing as well as you would expect from a center, especially with 40% from the field and only 29 from 3. So they probably want more from him. David Roddy shooting 42%, 10 points per game. Jeremic will not play in this one, but he is also not shooting very well. And they also got Sean Williams, Jalen Noel, Chase Peterson, a lot of guys off the bench that are giving them like 8-9 points per game. So we can see how we can guard these guys. But for the Woodsmen, things are gonna kind of shaky here. Anderson is having a pretty good year after a couple of rough couple of first games, but he's definitely rebounding, getting back up to what we're used to from him. Halliburton is sitting right around what you would expect, except for the assist numbers. They're only at 7.5, and that's got to go up. I'm not sure why we're not passing as well this year, but he usually has like 10 assists per game, and that's down from what he's usually at. But he is shooting very well from the field and from 3. So is Anderson. Carney off the bench with 15 points per game, shooting 44% and 36 from 3. That's about what you would want from him, I think, in that kind of a role. Don Payne with 12 and 12, 2 blocks per game, shooting 56%. He's not going to be taking any threes. Wellington is actually having a really good year so far. 11 points per game, 3 assists, 50% shooting from the field, and 46% from downtown. Bobo, though, not off to a good start. He is averaging 10 points and 6 boards off the bench, or no, as a starter rather, but only 37% from the field and 26% from 3 after shooting like 40% last year. That's not very good. Graves also not shooting very well. It seems like we got 2 starters who aren't playing up to what you want from them through the first handful of games. Todd Graves, 32% and just 19% from 3. What's going on here, man? We got to pick this up here shortly, or else I'm going to have to bench both of these guys, frankly. And I think if I do that, I would probably put in Jared Vanderbilt, and then in place of Graves, probably Joel Carney, to be honest. But we need more from those guys. And same thing with Hans Meyer, not playing as well as I would have thought. 6 points per game, 3 boards, but really shooting 34% and 23% from 3. We need better from this guy. He was a sniper his first several years in the league. In fact, all years prior to this, he was like 40+%. What's going on here? Keon Murphy, after that first game, has really gone back to what we saw last year. Decent shooting from a center, but that's honestly got to be higher for a guy who only shoots shots down low. And in 14 minutes per game, only has got 4 points, 3 boards. Maybe you give Clint Black a shot. I think it's worth testing things out in the first couple of months. So I think I might, for this game, put Clint Black in. And I might give Carney a shot to start over Graves and Vando over Bobo just for this game to see how things operate. But definitely want more from a couple of key players, especially like a handful of starters and bench players. Vanderbilt, by the way, the other bench player, he's not going to be scoring, but he's got 6 boards off the bench, half a steal, half a block, shooting 44%, and barely shoots. So I think he's doing what you would expect from him. In terms of plus minus, Anderson leads us in that category with 5.6. Halliburton at 4.3. He has a lower back bruise right now, but he's going to be playing through it. Payne with 3.7. Vanderbilt 3.2. Carney 3.0. I think this is your starting lineup right now. If you want, right now the best 5 out there, that's your 5 right there, just on that alone. Azet, how does he have a 1.0 plus minus when he's barely played? He's played 1 minute total, so that does not count. Bobo, half a point plus minus. Keon Murphy 0.4. Todd Graves 0.1. Wellington negative 0.2 somehow. I don't believe that. Hines Meyer negative 0.7. All right, so here's what we're gonna do here. I think we are going to make a couple of adjustments and just see how things work in this game. I think it's worth seeing, so let's make that change. All right, so here's what I've drawn up for today. I pretty much gave Black all of Keon Murphy's minutes. I took some from Meyer and gave them to Wellington at shooting guard there in the first half. And we're going to start Carney at shooting guard and put Anderson at small forward, but he will get several minutes at shooting guard as well. And we will start Vanderbilt now. We'll give Bobo 21 minutes off the bench along with Wellington. Graves down to 18 minutes off the bench with Meyer getting 15 until he picks things up. So I just want to let the guys who are having some issues figured out on the bench rather than in a starting role. And also with less minutes, just so we don't have to, have guys who are shooting poorly out there as much as we possibly can. So let's see how this goes just for today, and we'll go from there, all right? So here we go. We're going to go home again, take it on Sylvester McNeil and the Sacramento Kings. Let's go. It's the debut of our new starting five in this little early season experiment here in year 9. We're back at home at Rogers Arena. Let's see how we do. I watched the entire thing again. Halliburton, a foot behind the line. Got it to go, and we're off to a nice start. Roddy sets the screen. McNeil fires a jumper and hits his first shot. Anderson crosses the courts. Has a wide open look. Long two, it's online. Johnny Davis, hesitation. He has Shingun out on the wing, but he won't fire. Back to McNeil for the three. That one's offline, and Payne's there for it. Carney making his first start of the year. We'll see how he can do on the offensive end, because he's had a pretty good year so far as Halliburton knocks it down. He's got 5. At home, he's shot very well from 3 over 50%, and he's only got, 7 assists per game at home. That's got to go up. Shingun gets down low. Nice pass there by Johnny Davis. But I think that Halliburton's numbers will go up as the offense gets better, because obviously with guys not shooting very well, there's going to be less assists. Carney for 3. Back iron, but Vando's there on the glass. Carney will try again. That one's off too, but Payne will tip it in. 2 offensive boards. Davis gets the hands off, pulls the trigger, but that one rolls off the rim. Anderson cuts. Vando makes the pass. He's got a mismatch, and he scores easily over Johnny Davis. McNeil spitting, fading, and missing the shot. Carney trying to go ISO mode against Jalen Noel. Takes him down low, but Shingun's there to help out and block the shot. Feed to McNeil. Contested 3, but it rattles home. The assist goes to Noel. Another cutting play. Vando finds Anderson again for the easy 2. Nobody near him that time. Screen. McNeil the shot. Not this time. He's got 5 of their 7 early on. 4 minutes gone here. 6-point lead for the Woodsmen with the ball. Screen coming over. Anderson, open shot from deep. Just rimmed out. Noel gets it through. McNeil kicks it back out to Davis. Nice passing by the Kings, but they can't capitalize. And out to Halliburton, now to Anderson. He'll pull the trigger again from beyond the arc, and it's good this time. The Kings call a timeout, trailing by 9. After the timeout, Johnny Davis pulls the trigger from deep. But so far, the Kings have not shot all too well. Carney called for a charge. What? Fadeaway shot from McNeil. Rattles out again. Vanderbilt back out to Carney, now to Anderson. Screen. Anderson, another open 3. Offline this time. Roddy pulls it down. McNeil, the triple, offline. He's now 2 for 7 to start. Anderson taking a lot of 3s. Want to see more of them knocked down, though. McNeil, top of the key. Still cannot find his rhythm. Graves at the scorer's table. Going to go to this play again, but it's not going to work. They cover that one well. Screen for Halliburton. Vanderbilt rolls. Halliburton fires, though, and hits over Roddy. Nice move. 18-7. Halliburton's 3 for 3 so far. The Kings are 3 for 12. McNeil left open, but there's a reason for it. Vanderbilt attacking the rim. Bucket and the foul on McNeil is first. I do like how Vanderbilt does tend to actually attack those mismatches sometimes. I do like that because he actually can score at the rim when he has those. And he's a pretty good free throw shooter as well. So when he draws fouls, you're guaranteed at least 1 point. Graves checks in. Anderson moves to shooting guard as Carney will take a breather. The Kings call timeout down by 13 points. 14, actually. So a couple of guys check in for the Kings. That includes Chase Peterson. Oh, God, they have Brixie Duganics. I can't stand this guy just because I can't say his name right. McNeil finally hits a shot. Anderson gets the feed from Vanderbilt and hits the three this time. Way to respond. They feed McNeil down low, but Halliburton jumps the pass. A lazy one from Duganics. Vanderbilt's mismatch, misses the layup this time, but Payne's there to stuff it back in. See, once again, Vando tried to go up against the mismatch, but this time he actually missed the shot, but way to scoop that one up, Payne. McNeil launches. That's not going in. Takes a lot of their shots, huh? It reminds me of Enrique Rivera for the Knicks. Halliburton behind the line again. We lead by 19 points here, the first. Bobo hikes up his shorts and heads to the scorer's table. High screen from Williams. Davis back to him. Hesitation. Lost the ball. Payne gets it. What a steal. We got Hans Meyer and Clint Black at the scorer's table as well. Halliburton back to Payne. He throws it up, or tried to, but Williams just wouldn't let him. He will head to the line for two. 12.7 points per game to start the year for Don Payne through the first handful. And he goes 0 for 2 at the charity stripe as the rest of the bench unit will check in. Johnny Davis leaks out to the three-point line, makes the grab, but Meyer's there to meet him. Screen coming over from Duganics. He's going to fire off this. There it is. And it's good. Screen from Bobo. Wellington launches a three. Too much arc on it. The Payne will check out. Black will check in now. Thought he was going to check in earlier, but I guess not. But now he's in there. Peterson has it jar loose and stolen by Todd Grace off the inbound pass. That's 2 times that we have just jarred the ball loose out of their hands. Meyer lobs it way too late for Wellington. Just a bad turnover right there. I want to see more from Hans Meyer. Peterson shrugs off Black, but he hands off to Williams, who lost the ball. He gets it back. Peterson in the corner. Can't knock it down. Back with it. Just poor offense by the Kings. They just have not hit their shots. And McNeil has taken like half of their shots. And he has not been too good to start this game either after having 2 really good games. He gets us in the first 2 matchups of the year. He shot like 64% from the field with 21 points per game. Black's jumper won't fall. Both teams kind of hitting a couple of offensive walls here at the end of the quarter. Johnny Davis, tough shot, won't drop. Bobo out to Meyer. Now Wellington. Shot clock under 5. He'll launch it. Another one with too much mustard on it. On the other end, McNeil sizing up Wellington from the elbow. Tough shot, not going to drop. I'm not sure that this spinning fadeaway is the best move in his bag. Graves flips a pass to Black. He fires, and it's blocked by Peterson. What a play. Last play of the quarter. McNeil at the rim. Bucket and the foul against Wellington. Black too late to help. This free throw will cut the gap to 13 points. We'll have one more shot, actually. 7 seconds to go in the quarter and counting. Maya brings it up. Don't shoot from here. Are you kidding me? That's the best shot we got. Pretty good first quarter, but we had a horrible, last 2 minutes to it. It was a very interesting first quarter. The bench unit definitely kind of let me down there. I want to see more from everybody who was playing out there. That includes Graves, Bobo, and Wellington, who are out there right now to start the quarter with Payne and Halliburton. As Payne blocks McNeil's shot, they get it back, but the three in the corner from Bridges won't drop, and he is not in their starting lineup, actually. Halliburton takes the screen. Over the top, throwing it right to Williams. Trying to find Payne over the top. And now they find Noel in transition. Payne attacks. Bucket and the foul. Wow. You rarely see Payne get that aggressive, driving to the rim, but nice little handoff, and Williams just kind of reached in and fouled him on that. The second foul. He will check out. Şengün checks back in. And Payne is over 3 on free throws. It goes out of bounds off of the hands of Şengün, though. We will keep possession. So that's great. Another full chance for us to get some more points out of this one possession. Beautiful. Screen from Don Payne. Wellington, top of the key. He keeps overshooting them. It's the same exact shot. Screen coming over for Noel. He peels around it. Nice crossover, but Payne's there to block it. They can't get by him. Wellington has Halliburton to his left. He won't make the pass. Mismatch down low. Halliburton sees it for Don Payne. Backing down Noel. There you go. That's a perfect use of the mismatch, and he got the foul as well. Perfect outcome. And hit the free throw. Do not start 0 for 4. It's up. And it's off. This is crazy. I have never actually... I think we saw Payne shoot this bad in his rookie year, but probably not since then from the charity stripe. That's not a good start. 0 for 4 is pretty terrible. Şengün double teamed, but why? We do a good job to rebound after it. Anunoby has to hand off to Bridges, who has to just launch it. Good possession right there. Graves crosses, gets the feed. Open 3, it's online. That's his first shot and his first bucket. McNeil shrugs off Payne and hits the shot. That's a nice move. Halliburton off the screen, fires the triple, and it rattles in. Pretty good start to the game for him. And a 19-point lead now for Vancouver. I did not expect this early on. McNeil on the baseline, steps into a shot. Tough angle, but it's good. Bobo sets the screen. Halliburton won't pass back to him. How did Halliburton just miss that? Couple of screens for McNeil. From the elbow, his shot's good. 6 straight points. Double screens for Halliburton. They jump out, but Dugonix does not even care about stopping the hedge. Back to Bobo, open 3. There it is. Let's get him back on track this season. Screen for Bridges. Fires a 3 on the move. That almost went in. Bridges find Anderson on the cut. Bucket and the foul against David Roddy. I saw Anderson there clapping on the floor after that foul was called. Let's see if they show this in the replay. Oh, they show it right here. Free throw is good, and the Vancouver Woodsmen are blowing out the Kings right now. This is crazy. Bridges comes over and sets the screen. Davis doesn't pass. Well, shoots off the glass and it rims out. Man, the Kings. There is a lid on the rim right now. 24 points only. And about a minute away from being halfway through the second quarter. Like, this is bad. Hans Meyer pulls the trigger and hits it. Let's get him on track too. Come on. We are doubling up on the Kings right now. Noel finds some space on the baseline, but misses the shot. Is anybody going to play well for them? Screen. Halliburton off it. Just misses. It's a good look, though. Screen from Roddy. Johnny Davis gets in the paint. Hesitates. He's going to try again. Is he not? No, he's going to pass out of it. Roddy. The Noel in the corner for three. They still can't get a shot to fall. This is embarrassing at this point. Time hits 5. Anderson, the 3. Just missed it. Chase Peterson passes up the open three-pointer. Takes it down low instead against Meyer. You got a helper there, but Roddy's wide open. And, my God, the Kings have got to be shooting like 30% or something? This is terrible. By the way, Anderson's got 15 points. He's 6 for 10. Meyer, another open look. It's good again. Another timeout called by the Kings. This is a demolishing. Who can break the deadlock? Not the deadlock, the cold spell for the Kings. I'm not going to count free throws as breaking the cold spell. The Dragonix is not going to count here, but he missed the first one anyways. My God. Nothing is falling for these guys right now. Goes 1 for 2. They've scored 1 point in the last 5 minutes. Halliburton to Meyer. Left open again. Can't get 3 in a row, but Payne's there on the glass for 2, and nothing going right for Sacktown. This is... Wow, I mean, I'm just stunned. We're about to be up by 30, with still plenty of time to go in this first half. Peterson, double teamed, but for what reason? I don't know. Why are we doubling up by 26? So Carney, Vando, and Clint Black all check back in. Carney pulls the trigger from deep and just missed it. Definitely want to see him be a little bit more consistent out there. He hasn't been bad today, but he was not very good on opening night from downtown. That 3 won't drop for Noel. I've got some questions about who the hell put this Kings team together, because this is bad. Halliburton to Anderson. Nice pumping in the corner. He steps back. That would have been a great shot. The Kings are passing the ball a lot. Nobody wants to take the shot. Noel finally hits one in the corner. But they passed that ball 20 times. Nobody was daring to shoot that ball. Anderson, step back again. It's online this time. He's got a 29 plus minus. That is absurd. Just for one half? Roddy fires off the inbound pass, but can't knock it down. Wellington now in for us as Halliburton takes a breather. We got Anderson out there with Anderson, Carney, and 3 of the backups. He rolls to the rim and gets the feed from Clint Black. 19 first half points for him. McNeil fires over Wellington, but nice job to stay in front and get a hand up in there. Anderson to Carney. Will fire off a screen. It's off the mark, and Vando pulls it down. Out to Anderson, who won't even bother pulling the wide open 3. We'll take it off the screen instead. Not a good shot. Black pulls it down, fading away. Oh my God. What is going on? Johnny Davis trying to answer back. That one falls. Wellington to Anderson. Wide open corner 3. Oh, he's hot. He is hot. This is the number 5 I want to see out there. McNeil, spitting fadeaway. Has not hit one of those today. Anderson crosses, gets the feed. Open three, online again. Let's go. 25 in the first half. He might outscore them by this third quarter. Davis handing off to Peterson, but he won't even bother trying to shoot. He had a mismatch and everything. McNeil. Back to Davis. Nobody wants to shoot for this team. This is embarrassing. Davis will, finally. And he missed it. Carney attacking the rim. Throwing it up. How does he do it over Peterson? 67-33. What happened to this team? Last shot of the half, I'm assuming. Davis is going to shoot this. Yep. And he knocks it down. And that is the end of the first half. A dominant showing here in the first two quarters. 67-36. This game is already over. Start of the third quarter. There have got to be some changes to this team, to the Kings, by the trade deadline, because this is bad. This is an awful showing. This is worse than anything I've ever watched from the Woodsmen, I think. And I think we're actually going to jump ahead until like the 6-minute mark, because I want to see what the backups can do. We've already got a good minute, or a good chance with the starters, and we're up by a lot. I think we can afford to move ahead and see how a couple of guys off the bench are going to be doing here. So let's jump ahead. Well, just below 6 to go in the quarter, and things have only gotten worse for the Kings. We are now by 43. I can't believe what I'm seeing. And I feel like we didn't even have like that good of a first half, like truthfully. Like these bench guys very specifically did not do all that well, as Meyer bricks a three. I think he was probably the best backup out there. But my word, I'm not sure where the Kings go from here. This is gotta be a disheartening performance for their fans. Peterson, though, gets down low in the feed for McNeil. Meyer pulls the trigger off the screen, but overshot it. Anunoby to McNeil. Drives it baseline over Wellington. Got it with the arc. Bobo with Duganics on him, will rise up, but he's blocked. Nice defensive play by the Kings. They've had a couple of those. That's a nice pass to McNeil. Wow, Peterson. Great lead pass. 21 for McNeil, although he has not shot the ball well at all. Graves. Open look from deep. I want to see him knock more of those down. Shot clock winding down. He's doubled. Peterson for three. It's good. He was left uncovered. Why? I just don't understand why we are like automatically doubling some of their players who aren't even having good games. And we're also up by 34. What is the point? Just play the normal brand of defense. I'm not entirely sure what the thought process is there, as Meyer cans it. Great shot. Off the screen, McNeil drives it. Hands off to Duganics. Mismatched. Back out to McNeil. And he knocks it down. Meyer again. That's not going to fall. McNeil got switched on to Payne. He has to pass out of it. They had a mismatch for Duganics, but I don't think they're going to bother even trying to attack that. Yeah, McNeil's going to take a shot here instead for sure. Payne, he's going to stuff this. Come on. It's not stuffed. And the shot is off. We'll take the stop. 93-59. Black at the scores table, about to check back in. As Payne gets the feed. But he's blocked by Duganics. He gets it back and scores. McNeil. Tough shot. Not a good one. Yeah, he definitely is pretty much a carbon copy of the Knicks and Enrique Rivera. Like, this is exactly that game from last year's opening night, I feel like. Meyer to Wellington, top of the key, offline. He has not had a good day. I don't think he's made a shot. Anunoby pulling the trigger, but he's not known for his three-point shooting. Graves, another try from deep. Overshot it. McNeil backing down Wellington. He throws it up and missed the shot. That was one of the more easy ones he's had. Meyer, quick trigger. It's good. All right. I am slowly liking what he's given us, especially from downtown. Anunoby finds Peterson, who's fouled from behind. Third on Payne, but not really any foul trouble, honestly. First one will fall for Williams. That will allow Clint Black to come back in the contest. Last shot of the quarter. It's going to be a screen from Bobo and a shot by Wellington, no doubt. Never mind. I was wrong. It's a Bobo three that he airballs. Is that why he's shooting like 20% from out there?
The Sacramento team, 61. 2 shots.
Well, it's definitely been a very strange matchup against the Kings, but I mean, we are absolutely running them out of the gym here. Like, this is, I mean, yeah, when they have to go back across country lines, back to the States, like, it's gonna be a very rough flight home, I gotta say. This is, their morale's gotta be low. McNeil, back to Duganics, at the rim, left it short, he gets back to it. Shot clock resets. McNeil the triple, not gonna drop. Only 81 points for the Kings. We got 126. We're having a good day from Anderson as well, so nice to see that. He'll fire, and he'll add a few more points onto his tally. He's got 46. He's got a 58 plus minus. I've never seen that. McNeil finds some space and answers back. But this is Anderson's first like blockbuster game of the season. I'm glad we got to see it. Halliburton waiting for the last shot. Last second of the shot clock. Shot's not going to drop. There's no more shot clock left. The Kings will probably just dribble this one out. What an embarrassing showing by Sacramento. What a great game by us. I think we led the entire way, just like in opening night. And an even better win here. What else is there to say about this one? Well, it looks like that was the Kings' 5th loss in a row, so things are just tumbling down for them. But Anderson ties the record by a Woodsman player for most field goals made in a regular season game. Would you happen to guess who else has that record? It's him. It's him again. 19 for 26 from the field. Absolute masterclass of a performance. 46, 9, and 5. You can't do better than that, really. 22 and 13 for Halliburton, 9 for 12. Payne had a good day as well. All 3 guys, for one of the first times this year, on the same page. All 3 guys having great performances. Carney, 12 points on 12 shots. Not the best performance. Meyer had 12. I was content with what he gave us. Same thing for Vanderbilt. But Wellington, Bobo, Graves, and Black, even though nobody shot, bad, really. I mean, 1 for 3, that's 3 shots. You can't really make a whole lot of noise about any of that, but I at least wanted some more. But overall, I mean, they had 2 guys that were scoring, nobody else was, and even still, those 2 guys weren't even playing that well to begin with. So I think it'd take a win where you just won by 44 points. Of course, you fucking take it. But 40% from the field for the Kings. They shot okay from 3, but we shot great from 3, and that's what I want to see. That was a great, well-rounded win. We are now 9-3 on the year. Team chemistry going up by 5% thanks to that victory. And we are now only a game and a half back from the Nuggets early on in the year, and our points per game just went up by 2 points as well. So we are trading in the right direction. A lot of games on the road coming up, and we have not been our best on the road. But we'll see how we do this next month of the year. Might watch a game against the Pacers or something here. We'll see what happens. But that's going to be it for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. And like, subscribe, comment down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. So take care and peace out.